So you have just finished your university degree or college diploma and you feel very accomplished. Guess what? Your degree or diploma is useless. Yes, you heard that right. It does not mean anything, especially in this day and age. If you think having a degree or a diploma will guarantee you success, let alone a job, my friend, you are sadly mistaken. You will spend weeks, if not months, looking for employment only to be disappointed each and every time. I know this because I myself have applied to over 20 companies and got rejected without a moment's notice. I did everything as required. I wrote a great CV that had my work experience, skills, and projects that I had done. Referees were even attached with letters of recommendation, but still I did not prevail. You see, in this day and age, employers, managers, CEOs, etc. only care for one thing, and that is results. If you can deliver results, it does not matter if you got a first class or a pass, you will get the job. A lot of people place emphasis on getting the degree and not on getting the skill. It's the skill that pays the bills. I know very smart people who got results and they didn't even go to university. All the job interviews I've gone to, not once did they ask me about my degree certificate. All they were interested in was my work experience and what I've done so far. So my friends, skill is the name of the game. Skill is what separates the wheat from the chaff. I think the only thing a degree is useful for is when you're applying for a master's or a PhD. A degree might get your foot in the door, but it is skill that keeps you in the room. Skill is the name of the game. Chapter. People should focus more on skill than the degree. I think it's better to take your degree and hide it under the mattress and grind like you do not have one. You should spend days upon days refining your skill in whatever field you are in. However, you have to be polishing up on the right skills. If you're putting in the time to learn how to use a typewriter and computers already exist, you are sadly wasting your time. The skill you learn and practice should be timeless and serve you for life. There's no point in learning, for example, a language such as assembly language which was used in the 1980s, yet new languages like Python have already outpaced it. Hard skills versus soft skills chapter. So I got you thinking. I know you're considering learning a skill but don't know which skill to choose. Well, let me help you out. You see, there are two types of skills: hard skills and soft skills. Hard skills are the technical ones that you are being taught and can be passed on to others, for example, programming. And soft skills are the people skills, the skills that enable you to interact with others, for instance, leadership, patience, teamwork. Therefore, it does not mean that you just focus on the hard skills, but also the soft skills. Soft skills are usually not on the top of the list for most people, but yet have the most importance. How you relate with others is more important than writing code in Java. Most businesses and jobs thrive on the relationships you have with others. If your boss and colleagues like you, you stand a higher chance of being promoted. The inverse is also true. Becoming timeless chapter. Learning a soft skill like public speaking will greatly help you in life. Not everyone can speak well in front of a crowd, and by crowd I mean in the hundreds, thousands, and hundreds of thousands of people. Another example is learning a language. If you learn just the basic conversation aspects of a new language, you're already ahead of the curve. For example, if you're Kenyan, it's best to learn Chinese, as now Kenya is practically owned by China, and it's only a matter of time it becomes a national language. The greatest asset a soft skill has is that they're timeless and they do not fade out easily like the hard skills. If you're a great leader, your leadership skills will always be in demand, as people like to follow great leaders who don't only serve them but also inspire them. Knowledge is free chapter. Resources for learning new skills are in plenty, and the best part is that they're free. It just requires someone to put in the time to learn them. And places like YouTube are haven for people who are into self-development, as the content is free and in plenty. However, if you're willing to spend some coin and actually want to be certified, a place like Coursera, edX, and Udemy offer great learning resources. In my personal opinion, it is best to combine both the free and the paid, as having certification in something like AI makes you stand out more when you do not have one. So in conclusion, for those who are still in university, focus on getting the skills rather than the degree. Sure, getting good grades is nice, but anyone can do that the intense cramming session the night before. And I'm sure all of us have been there at one point or another. A well-honed skin is what will separate you from the rest of the pack. And the great news is that you can even start now, even if you don't know anything. Moreover, projects. Do as many projects as possible and participate in as many tech exhibitions or tech expos as you can, as they will help you become proficient in your given area at a very fast pace. So hope you guys have enjoyed this content. So this is the type of content I'm going to be making from here on out. Just be discussing some life tips, do some book reviews, things that I've learned along the way. So hope they provide enough value in your life and inspire you to do something great. Till then, take care and have a good day. Bye.